Good evening, Tyler. And I'm Trevor with your local news update.
And I'm Logan. Tonight we're covering reports of a small earthquake, also known as tremor. It's just outside town, and is possibly linked to a minor fault.
At approximately 3 p.m. this afternoon, several residents have reported feeling a brief shake. Experts believe that it was caused by a movement of a small, previously unnoticed fault line.
Now, Minnesota isn't exactly famous for earthquakes, but small faults do exist under the Earth's crust, the outer layer of our planet. Most of these faults are ancient and really active, but slight shifts can still happen.
We go now to Tate, who is near the reported location of this ground movement.
Thanks, Trevor. I'm standing just outside Tyler where the tremor was reportedly felt. What likely happened here is a small slip along the fault line. A fault is basically a crack in the Earth's crust where two sections of rock move past each other. This movement released a small amount of energy, creating seismic waves. That's what caused the shaking people felt. In this case, the movement was extremely minor, so small that there's no visible damage or cracks here at the surface.
Was there any reports of damage, Tate?
Very minimal, Logan. One resident reported a picture frame slightly tilting, and another said their chair felt weird for a second. So scientifically speaking, not exactly a disaster.
Thanks, Tate. Good to hear things remain under control.
Scientists measure earthquakes using something called magnitude, which tells us how strong the energy release was. Today's tremor was so small, it barely registered.
Experts say these small fault movements help build up pressure underground, which can actually prevent larger earthquakes.
So basically, the Earth just needs to stretch a little bit.
Still, it's a reminder that even in places like Tyler, the ground beneath us is always moving, but very slowly.
Just like Tyler traffic.
Officials say there's no cause for concern and no further seismic activity.
But if you did feel something today,
It was just a tiny shift in the Earth's crust.
not Trevor dropping his phone this time.
Okay, we don't need to bring that up again.
For the record, I checked. It wasn't his phone.
That's all for tonight. Reporting from Tyler, Minnesota.
Stay safe.
And keep an eye on your chairs.
Good night.